Good morning, citizens of the world. I am Anawili Lashat.
I am Narativ Komanachan.
And you are watching Bukake News, where the latest and most credible global news is broadcast straight to you. Crossing the street nowadays is dangerous, especially when crossing the roads where people drive so fast. People face the risk of getting hit by a car all the time.
Today's topic is very relevant for Mahidol University students and personnel, as it is the issue of accident risk pedestrians face at 4006 Rural Road, also known as the roads at Gates 5 and 6 of Mahidol University.
There are many complaints from the students and people who live there about the risk of getting hit by a vehicle in that area that drives so fast and seldom stops at a crosswalk. It is the area that is crowded with Mahidol University students due to the fact that most of the dormitories are located near that street, meaning that they had to cross the street every day and getting risk of getting hit every day.
After the ophthalmologist's tragic incident that caught the eyes of the whole country, we would like to investigate if that incident had made the driver in the area aware of the speed driving and paying more attention at the crosswalk. To get the deets into this matter, we interviewed the students and the pedestrian who live in that area to ask their opinion on what it's like to live in such a risky area. We also had an exclusive interview with a police lieutenant colonel stationed in the local police department to inquire about the authorities' opinions and solutions.
For me, personally, I haven't met any accident around this area in person, but I was told by one of my friends that she saw a car accident in front of my dormitory at a intersection. I don't feel secure while walking across the street, even though there's a crossroad or the red light.
Another Mahidol student heard about a car crashing into a student in front of a macro Salaya and raised concern about a street crossing.
I was so afraid, and I suddenly questioned to myself, if the zebra crossing in Thailand is actually the safe place to cross the road. I almost got hit once. The car never stopped for me to cross the road even though I was at the zebra crossing. Especially the motorcyclists, they never stop. That is dangerous.
We also had an online meeting with Ranok, a resident who lives near here and uses the street every day to comment on the tragic news of an ophthalmologist who died in a motorcycle accident.
I have heard that news. The awareness was raised, but sadly it lasted only for a while. There is even some recorded evidence of repeated accidents in a similar manner. This affected me to the point that I became on high alert anytime I had to cross roads without overpasses.
Ranok also added his opinion on how the concerned authorities should combat this problem.
This can be troublesome for a quick fix. The only way that seems to work is long-term management. With serious punishment, this could reduce the likelihood of accidents from road users as well. And one more, the Department of Land Transport could evaluate the criteria to register for a driving license for the current context of the country as well. And the last one, the Department of Highway could invest in more accessible overpasses for people in general.
Seems like both student and a Salaya resident feel insecure when crossing the road.
I couldn't agree more.
Before we move on to the interview with the traffic police, let's talk about a crossroad accident in Salaya that happened 2 years ago.
Sure. Even though there were no reports of the accident at 4006 Rural Road yet, but in September of 2020, two 16-year-old students from the College of Dramatic Arts were hit by a car while crossing the crosswalk and were both in a coma.
Let's hear how the authority would solve this problem from Police Lieutenant Colonel Prachaya Buranat, who has been stationed at Puttamonthon Traffic Police Station for about a year.
ส่วนใหญ่ก็เราจะเน้นไปทางว่ากล่าวตักเตือนให้ผู้ใช้รถใช้ถนนเนี่ยทราบก็ปัจจุบันเนี้ยก็พบว่าประชาชนหรือผู้ขับขี่เนี่ยให้ความร่วมมือมากขึ้นหรือว่ามีจิตสำนึกมากขึ้นนะครับเมื่อเจอประชาชนที่จะข้ามถนนหรือว่าข้ามทางม้าลายเนี่ยก็มีการหยุดรถให้หรือว่าชะลอความเร็ว
When asked him about the strict traffic law punishment, Buranat stated that the new regulation that doesn't allow police to confiscate driving licenses will be an unnecessary burden to the police's workload, so they better solve this problem by raising the road users' awareness.
That'll be the problem we have to keep monitoring.
Of course, to every drivers and riders, please be aware of pedestrians crossing the street. Stay safe and be more careful, everyone.
And this is the end of our news today. Thank you everyone for watching. สวัสดีครับ